A lot of reading. There's a whole lot of reading. It wasn't a lot. It was only $18. It was the day before. How did it work? I invited me to I don't know. I think it's splits. Maybe I'll yeah, that's the fucked up thing is, it's like that's probably the only way to make it make sense is to tell it in reverse. It's true though. I don't know how it works. You have to think backwards. Sorry. Yeah, but of course that would happen exactly the way that it did. Because why would it? Because that's just how the things work anymore. And it's like the part that kind of sucks about it is like, I think I have to realize that the magic is the worst part. Oh shit, I didn't even think of that. Oh shit. So, hold on. Oh. Oh, all right, yeah. You know, that actually makes sense. Welcome back. Ah, dude, I'm gonna have to fucking turn the goddamn music off. All right, so I was just walking down the walk path, talking to my phone, and yeah, this has been a fucking crazy couple days. Money magic. I don't know what the hell it is anymore. It's so fucking weird. So so I ran out of cigarettes. Like, I smoked the fucking last cigarette. I fucking smoked it. I had no money. I know I had no money because I looked at my fucking bank account and there was $4 in there. So I didn't not have money. Like, I only have $4. Right? So I ended up smoking the last one. I wanted to save it for the morning with my coffee, but then my inside voice was like, fuck that shit. Don't be a fucking dickhead. If you want to fucking smoke it, go smoke it. Why fucking delay the inevitable? So when I woke up in the morning, I was like, fuck, motherfucker. And all day it was just motherfucker. I'm fucking coughing, not feeling well, and just all this fucking shit just started coming out. And then what happened? I started to go completely unhinged. I was writing, because I've been doing that a lot. Because I've been doing that thing with my left hand. Because I've been trying to just clear out the gunk inside of it. And that helps to release stress to some degree, add stress on it. But I smoked a lot before it too. Because of course, my neighbor just needed my help. She needed somebody who could change her air filters. So she threw me some buds this afternoon. And I'm like, of course, why not? Because I can't go to the dispensary after the last of these fucking chewies are done. And I only have like 3 days left. And she just happened to need somebody. I have a rule. This is just a rule that I've been following in my own life for the 3 years. 3 years. I made a promise that anytime, like if I can't buy pot, there's a reason. And if the universe wants me to get high, if the universe needs me to get high, like literally just God himself needs me to get high, then marijuana will find its way to me. And I can't, and it's just like a personal code. And it's gonna take a lot of time. Because by doing that, I find pot in the fucking weirdest situations. This wasn't the weirdest, but I think the timing was just right. I don't know where money's going to come from, but here's the fucked up thing. It's like, it's telling me that, like, don't worry about it. You're fucking all good. And this has been going on since October. The day that I went to the Witch Festival in Atlantic City on the Aries full moon, which was on October 9th, which was the night that I started writing that journal, Get Your Manwich On. The next day, which was like fucking October 10th, it's a Monday, I believe, I was writing about my money situation, because this was right after I left the outlet, and I only had about like $300 left, because I had gotten my last paycheck. It was also Michael's wedding, so I was fucking bugging out that I didn't have money to give him. I didn't have fucking shoes. I mean, I had Boss shoes, but they were brown. I needed black. I didn't have black. But I couldn't afford any of this shit. But everything worked out. Everything ended up working out. But there was a point, I think it was October 10th, that I was home and I was just writing, and I was having a lot of anxiety over this money situation. So I wrote a letter to whatever entities I call God, and I told them, I shared my feelings, and I was just like, listen, I got a lot of shit going on, and I'm fucking scared as fuck. Can we, I have this all written down, by the way. That's the fucking cool thing. I used to have a picture of it on my phone, but I just kind of broke it down. I was like, listen, my faith is waning on this whole fucking situation. I've been playing this intuition game for a fucking long ass time, and like things work out, things don't work out, and it's just like this constant fucking hamster wheel. I just need something. Just something fucking tangible that I can hold on to and go like, okay, my faith is restored, thank you. And I continued writing, but I wasn't writing to anyone anymore. I was writing to me. And what came out was like, don't worry about it. You want something that you can hold on to. Don't worry about it, because your sign is literally like on its way. And there's gonna come a point in the future where you look back on this moment and you're happy that everything went exactly the way that it did. So that was like that was on the 10th, which I think was Tuesday, I think. And then on the 13th, which was, there's a tattoo on my back. It's small, but it means wicked. The reason I have it is when I was, right before I turned 18, a friend of mine died in a amusement park accident, after hours amusement park accident. There was this rave that we all used to go to, this weekly rave that we always used to go to in Asbury Park up north. And at the time we were all working together at this telemarketing place. It was kind of cool, but it was different. But like, you call people up and you ask them, and you do surveys for customers. It's not telemarketing where you're selling shit. You're doing surveys. There's no selling. I mean, you have to sell the fucking survey. Most people don't give a shit about, but some people would take it. But this one night, there was two options of people who were partying at my house, well, at our apartment. My mom would be down here on the weekends, so we would have people over and have parties and sometimes cut drugs. But bear with me. I have to back it up. What's the significance? I don't know. Well, maybe I can delete this. Yeah, probably. Whatever. Oh man, I don't normally do that. So I was making a good point. Oh, you know what? I got excited because I was actually taking a lot for a little bit of time. Usually yeah, good point. Yeah, what the hell am I doing? I was explaining something. Why am I doing any of this? It's the part where he starts to give up. Yeah. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to get through that? I can see that. Ugh. What? You want me to record me going through one of those episodes? I don't know how many more fucking episodes. Well, you know what? I guess if we think about it from a perspective of like, you know what? This is actually valuable information for people to see, is to actually see somebody go through it, because based on science, by seeing someone go through it, it'll trigger some kind of, at least the similar feeling response, which will probably make it easier to go through if you see somebody else going through it. It's like a psychosis simulator. So I think, like, even if anybody was watching this, then technically I think what would happen is, like, you would have the same. It would at least trigger the memories in you that you would go, oh fuck, yo, yikes. I think that's what it's telling me right now, because okay, right, remember that you were just about to quit, and then you had this kind of like this breakthrough moment, right? Because something just happened. Right. I can't say your name, Kim. Right? You're explaining how it got to this point, because there was something. She asked me something about money magic. Long story. No, but it'll play into it. It'll help you remember something. Good point. All right. she was kind of like the last person that I talked to. Because I was telling her everything that was going on with me, because I really don't have anyone else to talk to. Because I feel like what? Well, I could just talk. I love that. I love. I love talking. I love talking so much. I love these cigarettes. Oh, yeah, that actually makes sense now. That makes sense. Now, a voice in my head was just like, don't worry about that. Don't worry about deleting that recording, because you still haven't gotten your Chinese dinner yet. You want to know money secrets? Didn't even take me fucking Chinese dinner yet. I didn't even think. I just thought that just popped in my head. But I mean, it's only fair, right? I mean, you can't be giving people fucking secrets to the universe when they still haven't given you the dinner that you've been waiting for. And in my defense, because I know that sounds kind of petty, but it's not. It's absolutely not. It's totally fair. Because the Chinese buffet is one of my favorite places in the entire world, and I haven't been there in, oh my god, almost 9 months, maybe. Now, I have been to Chinese buffets, specifically in Lancaster. Even that, I think the last time was maybe February. Yeah, February. So it's been a while. I don't like getting fucked with when it comes to Chinese food. She has a tendency of having Chinese food over my head. I love fucking Chinese food. So there's a little bit of a sore, I guess, a wound, trauma. I probably just need to air out, just to clean the pus out of it. This way I can forgive myself for holding a grudge over something so petty, but at the same time, forgive my heart for caring so much. And not being as needy to myself as I was to somebody else. But something I learned in A Course for Miracles is that it is not good to use miracles to change someone's beliefs. There. But is it though? I don't know. I mean, it's talk about your own personal experience. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. Well, I mean, talking about it helps make better fucking sense of it. That's for damn sure. I mean, if you don't talk about it, then it doesn't, you know, process it. I suppose. You don't think about it, at least. That's why I do this, is to just continually get myself processing information so that it kind of, how do you explain it? So let's just say, for argument's sake, that every time I'm doing this, what I'm doing is I'm allowing my brain to operate at peak optimum performance, right? Let's just say, just for argument's sake. And I'm spending, 2 hours a clip. Up until I got sick, I was doing this basically every day, like 3 to 4 hours a day, hour and a half to 4 hours a day, something like that. Right? And so the more that I do it, the longer that I stay in that peak performance zone, right? Call it that. That there comes a point where it's just like, all right, that's just the default. At this point. Because I get, not that I get high. I do get high, but I don't look at it as high or low anymore. It's more like left and right. Looking at it from a different perspective, because sometimes you have to do that to get the full scope of the picture, to think outside the box a little bit. So when I put things instead of up and down, left and right, it kind of creates a different kind of picture. But then again, what we can do then, we can add both at the same time and not 4 dimensions to it. Right? Because it's not like high or low anymore. It's now left and right. Then you can have forwards and backwards. Well, then you would go forwards and backwards through like time and see how something evolves over the period of time. It's like a movie, like a mental movie. You can move back and forth through, but each time you move back and forth through, you kind of see it a little bit clearer. And once you see it clearly enough, then you can kind of like move around it and kind of consider perspectives that you hadn't considered before. If that makes sense. Of course it makes sense. I get it. I get it. It's about breaking out of seeing things as just this or that. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's kind of how it works in general, is expand on how you define money. First, you have to expand on how you define money. It's numbers in your bank account. How many Federal Reserve notes you have on your person, or what your equivalency is. Credit cards. You pay checks. Is it change? Types of money. How do you define a container for value? Money is anything that can hold some form of value. Be it numeric, be it alphanumeric, energetic, expand on energetic. Could be a telephone call, a text message. It could be handing someone a bowl of soup. Yeah, I got you something. Got you a nice soup. It's an exchange. So, in order to learn how to make money just pop up, you first have to believe that it's possible for money to just pop up. I wish I had like a real cigarette. If you're happy you have something to smoke. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting though to see how I don't like that at all. I don't like these things whatsoever. Like I don't like the taste. And they're these organic hemp cigarettes. Medicine. Plant medicine. Called. Shaman smokes. Menthol. Granted, while I was in Lancaster. Not bad. I mean, they're not the worst. Why did I get them? Because I couldn't get cigarettes one day for one reason or another. So, or I was like really short on time, or there was a reason, and so I picked this pack up, and I had a couple of fuck, I don't like this, so why I think I was trying to quit smoking. I think that's what I was doing. Every time I try to fucking quit smoking, like, there's something that happens. You're not ready yet. I know. That's literally how I perceived it. Is that I'm not ready to let go yet. Which makes sense because the one of the reasons why I'm doing this I don't know. What's that thing? Why am I doing this? I have no idea. I'm wasting my time. That's why I should give up. Giving up, that's what I was doing. Giving up. Yeah, why the fuck am I doing this? I hate doing this so much. But it's like I can't even say like I'm not gonna do it anymore because it's one of those things where I just kind of go with the flow. But I wanted to see what was gonna happen with this whole cigarette thing without money, and it just has turned into this like it's taken on a life of its own, and I'm like, fuck. Which is so weird. But I think there's a storyline going through my head about slaying a dragon and damsels in distress, and it's like, oh, this whole fucked up shit. And it's kind of turning my life into this fucking saving princesses from dragons. Oh, but I like dragons. They're the dragons from the princesses. Like that. Well, yeah, because fucking princesses get dragons. That shit, man. I don't know if it's like a bad luck thing or what it is, but yeah, I get it. I get the story. Well, you think of the dragon as like the fucking old man who fucking hoards knowledge like it's fucking gold. Sits on it in his cave. You gotta cash that shit out. Otherwise, it's gonna get fucking old. So the Prince Charming comes along to slay the dragon, which is the inside part of you that still has a fucking heart. That's not a fucking evil old fucking lizard. That makes a lot of sense. I know. It's cool, break. That was cool. So, I don't know, what kind of value does that have? I don't remember. I don't know, maybe I'll remember it one fucking day, or someone will fucking see this and go, oh, that's exactly what I needed to hear. I think I needed to hear it. I don't know why. Why do I need to hear it? Your damsel stealing days are over. Wicked old dragon. I didn't do shit. And that starts a thing. And everybody fucking gets involved. Oh my god. Fuck it. People just want to hear themselves talk anyway, and by the time, like, you just fucking be quiet when there's a room full of people, and they'll talk themselves fucking to death. All you gotta do is just look backwards to that one, 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 that one, that one. Everyone needs a turn. Sometimes. Not all the time. Sometimes. Oh, maybe in my head. Definitely in my head, it feels like that. But I'm also coming to grips with the idea that God lives inside my head too. So all of those voices collectively are part of a bigger something. Collective unconscious, but then it's not really unconscious though. That's just if you're unconscious to it, you're not going to be aware of it. You're not aware of it until you're conscious of it. Conscious, unconscious. Because there's parts that are like really deep down there, and it's difficult to attain the focus to fucking really go all the way through the fucking devil's anus. Which is essentially what you're doing. Because when you go down, when you go that far down, it's like, fuck. I hate doing this. Why can't everybody else have to do it? Oh, yeah. Now everyone can. All you have to do is just all I have to do is just like and subscribe. That's probably like the dumbest thing that you could do. I was making fun of myself because I don't like that. Why? Because I shouldn't have to ask. That's why. If we wanna fucking bring our BDSM lessons into this, like, I shouldn't have to ask. Like, this should be by now. Come on, man. This should be known. I shouldn't have to like constantly repeat myself, but I do. It sucks, but I think I don't have to do that anymore. I feel like I haven't been repeating myself too much, but I also feel like I have. My life is not very cyclical. It's more like a spiral. Like, time kind of spirals for me. Just go around in circles. It has weight, it has depth, width, length. You can go forwards in it, you can go backwards in it. So the point of it is that now what? What are you waiting for? You gonna tell the story? Okay. What story? What's the story about me? Money magic? Why? I gotta wrote all this shit down. Why the fuck do I gotta fucking repeat it? Right? I mean, that just doesn't make any sense to me. Well, no, because if I already said all the things, I don't understand why I would need to repeat myself over on top of all the writing, because there's probably like a small novel written already. So like, I don't understand why like I would need to just talk it out Well, I guess I do. That does make sense because the talking part of it is gonna add a little bit more depth, right? Yeah, good point. What's for avoidance? Yeah, I've been avoiding attachment style. Is that not is that not prevalent? I feel like it would be, but I don't see that as a negative. I also have anxious and secure, but I'm anxious in my insecurities because that's what keeps me stable. Meaning, like, I'm secure in them enough that they're actually there for a good reason. That's not just to fuck up my life. That there's actually a good reason for it. What would be a good reason for something like that? Keep it from getting into something that you saving yourself trouble. Oh, maybe that's I'll hurt you before you can hurt me in real time. Is that what that is? Ooh. Fuck. So what do? Just get to the fucking bottom of it. What else are you supposed to do? You can't just fucking let it sit there. It could really fuck up your life. Unless it's for a good reason. Depends on how you look at life. I mean, some people, like you would say, like, can't fuck something up. Something's fucking supposed to be, it's supposed to be. It's not. Don't worry about it. Shit happens. Life goes on. There's a fucking movie like that. There's a movie like that I always get, like, kind of jittered with. It's like Mr. Nobody or something like that. Mr. Nobody? I think that's what it was. I think Jared Leto was a guy. I think it was him. It ended. I don't know. I don't think I ever saw it, but I feel like it ended with everybody, all of humanity, being immortal except for him. I think. Like, he never actually did anything with his life. Because he was too busy, like, thinking of all the possibilities and equations and the I don't know. I don't really know. I didn't watch. I never saw it. But I don't know. There's some kind of relevance because I have this fear of just fucking not doing anything with my life, just missing out on all the opportunities in my life. But at the same time, I don't think that's true. I don't think that's actually happening. I haven't thought about that in a while. Maybe it's a good thing that it's coming up now. Because it is, we are kind of working through some things. So it's not unreasonable to imagine that my subconscious and unconscious minds, for lack of a better term at the moment, are actively participating in making sure that we get the most bang for our buck. And the only way that they can prove that to me, and I don't know if I can prove that to anybody else, but the only way that I can prove it to me is by the feeling that I'm getting by even saying those words out loud. Because it's like weird feeling, but there's inside, it's like yo, yeah, you're doing it. By allowing myself to be this vulnerable, what it's doing is just kind of like, all right, you're on the right path, just keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna have breakthrough at some point. Hooray, this is the best, right? Yep. Hey, and all because you made that smart move by not smoking cigarettes anymore. Because what you did was you popped a cork on something really deep down that's just been kind of fizzing up to the surface, and right now it's one of those moments where all of this I don't know what kind of sensations these are, but if you want to talk about like the heart space opening up, that's kind of what's happening right now. It's been happening a lot over the course of the past couple weeks, well, months and years, but most notably the ones that are on here are kind of like the evolution out of the last one, which was